Should you list your services as products on Google business profiles? That's a question that I've been getting asked more and more frequently. And even recently, a client forwarded me a screenshot from a guy on Twitter, the SEO guy, saying that it was one of the most underrated ranking factors is taking your services and labeling them and uploading them to the product section of your business profile. And I disagree very strongly with that recommendation for a couple reasons. The first reason why I disagree with this advice is that Google's terms and conditions are very clear in the products section of your listing that products must be what they refer to as tangible goods. Think like a book, a stand mixer, a power tool, a vacuum, anything that you can imagine, right? A tangible good means that when you pay for the product, you physically receive it and have that item in your possession. So as a starting point, if you're going to upload services to your business profile under the product section, you're immediately in violation of Google's terms of service. And for me, that's just a general non-starter. Now, I have never heard of a business getting suspended or facing any kind of penalties for putting services in their products, but there's just no reason to risk it. So that's reason number one why I disagree with this advice, is simply because it goes completely against what Google is asking you to do, which is to list only tangible goods. The second reason why I disagree with this advice very strongly is because for the last few years, I've been testing this, and I can't find any example where it actually works to drive more visibility for our clients. The best example we have of this is we worked with a tire and automotive shop who was not getting great visibility for the products that they sell. They got found for tire shops near me, oil change near me, brake repair near me. But when we look at their keyword data on their business profile, keywords like Bridgestone, Goodyear, Cooper Tires, Continental were basically non-existent. They were nowhere to be found. Yet when you would Google those keywords, their competitors would show up and it would show in-stock products. So what did we do? We said, okay, first of all, do you have a product feed, right? They said they don't. So we said, okay, let's experiment with this and let's upload the actual products manually and see if that has any impact. And what we found after 6 months of doing this is that there was no impact at all. They didn't get a single new keyword in their keyword report on business profiles for the brands or the product models that we uploaded to their products. So although those were tangible goods and qualified for the product section, manually uploading those didn't do anything to improve their visibility. So if you are going to upload products to your business profile, essentially what you need to do is you need to do them through a feed, is what we've learned in our experiments and in our research. We have worked with businesses who have connected shopping feeds or have even integrated things like their Shopify store into their Google business profile. And what we see is that when you upload a real-time inventory feed, so you sell tangible goods and services, and you provide an inventory feed, that's when there's a lot of magic in the product section. So I don't disagree at large with the idea that products is a very underrated and undervalued ranking factor, but you have to do it correctly, just like anything else. You have to sell tangible goods, and you also need to submit an inventory feed along with those products. Just because you sell tangible goods does not mean that Google is going to immediately give you more visibility for keywords that are related to your products. You need to also demonstrate to Google that it's in stock, it's available, it's nearby, all of those things, right? Imagine if Google was just going to take at face value that you have this product and they showed your business on the first page of Google, and then somebody goes to your store and turns out it's sold out or that you no longer carry it. So Google products really respect those two things, tangible goods and real-time inventory feeds. So in general, I do not recommend any business to actually upload products, whether they sell tangible goods or services, if they don't have an inventory feed to connect to that. So as a rule of thumb, if you are listing services as products, just don't do it. There's just no real benefit to it. The only single argument for uploading services as products is that it adds a nice visual aspect to your listing. You know, products do appear predominantly in knowledge panels. They do look nice on your business profile, but I still don't think that's worth it because you are technically violating Google's terms of services by doing that. But I think that that's the single best argument for uploading services as products, is just simply you think it looks nice. Otherwise, it will do nothing to improve your keyword rankings, and it is definitely not going to make your listing more visible to consumers. If you want to do product feeds, then definitely make sure that you have a connected source of inventory and real-time inventory. If you're going to actually use products successfully, that is essentially what's required. required because that's how Google designed it. They call these things products because that's what they want to promote. They want to promote tangible goods that are available nearby. So if you're manually uploading those things, I don't think it's worth the effort either, even though you might be eligible to upload products based on that tangible good criteria. If you don't have an inventory feed connected to it, then it's probably not going to do much for your business anyway. Again, you could make the same argument that it's a nice looking feature, and since you're selling tangible goods, it's not necessarily in violation of any Google terms of service. It's probably one of those things where the juice just isn't worth the squeeze. Now, if you are a service business, what should you do? Well, you should list your services in the service section. Google has two distinct areas for these things. They have products and they have services. If you sell tangible goods, you use products. If you offer services, you use services. Those services actually do get indexed, and that's the better place to focus your energy instead. So if you are a business who sells services, make sure you get your services totally dialed in, full descriptions, titles, pricing. Make sure that it presents essentially like a menu for your business that sells services. And then if you are a business that has products, make sure it's connected to a real-time inventory feed if you want to get the most out of those features. So with all that said, that's my 2 cents on the topic. There's just no data, there's no actual correlation between uploading your services as products and getting more visibility. I think it's essentially a total waste of time, and again, you're basically violating Google's terms of service. So I just don't recommend doing that at all. Instead, focus your efforts on uploading your services under the services section. And if you're looking for more insights like this, check out maplabs.com, sign up for a free trial, or connect with our team for a complimentary audit. We would love to share our knowledge with other businesses and help them to get the most they can out of their Google business profiles.